Hey everybody, welcome back. How you doing today? It's Larry. So I got a question for you. Do you know what an annuity is? Have you even heard of an annuity? I'm willing to bet if you got more than $20,000, $30,000 cash, you probably had somebody try to sell you one. And if you don't, you might not know what I'm talking about. But today we're going to discuss annuities, what they are, and whether or not you should be getting one. So first off, what exactly is an annuity? I'm willing to bet that people who sell them probably don't even know, and people who have them probably don't even know. So essentially, what an annuity is a contract between you and an insurance company. Think of it like a CD, but instead of a bank, it's an insurance company. That's a really gross oversimplification of it, but that's essentially what it is. Is you're taking your money, you're giving it to an insurance company, and they're holding on to it and giving you a little bit of interest for letting them hold it. Well, that doesn't seem so bad. I mean, you give your money to an insurance company, they hold on to it, they give you some interest. Sounds like a savings account or a CD. Why would I do this with an insurance company instead of like a bank? Well, there's a couple things that you're going to hear about. Somebody's trying to sell you one. They'll say, number one, it's tax deferred, which it is. All it means is you don't pay taxes on any money it generates currently. You pay it on the back end. Secondly, they're going to give you more interest than the bank does. Now, I'm not talking, stock market or investment interest. I mean a teeny tiny itty bitty little tiny little bit more than what the bank is going to offer you, which ain't going to be a whole lot. It's not going to knock your socks off with the amount of interest that they're going to give you on these things. All right, so there's a way for me to keep my money safe and still make more money than I would if the bank had it. Sounds like a win-win. Why not do that? Aha, there's a catch. Of course there's going to be a catch. If you give them your money, you go into this contract, you can't have your money back. And they may charge you to let you take your money out. That's right, you could have to pay somebody to get your own money back. And by somebody, I mean the insurance company. Y'all know what I mean. That's insane, right? The thought that you give them your money and say, I want it back. And they're like, nah, we're gonna charge you a fee or a penalty to take your money back before. What? Now, if the person selling you this thing, whoever mentioned it to you, was doing their job, they should have told you about something called GROP, which is guaranteed return of premium. Basically, you have to tell them up front that you want to be able to take your money back without them charging you a fee. This isn't always an option. A lot of insurance companies, I won't say a lot, some insurance companies offer it, some don't. So you could be giving somebody your money and they're like, hey, listen, just so you know, if you want it back, I'm taking some off the top, which sounds absolutely ridiculous, but people do this all the time. And usually what happens is a couple months or maybe a year or so later, someone else in the family who knows about money or watches my channel, smash the like button. No, not smash the like button. Gently tap the like button. We don't smash things around here. We tap the like button. But someone who's, a little more savvy with money is like, why is, grandma or grandpa or auntie's money tied up in this annuity thing? And they're telling me they're going to take 10, 15%, 20% or more of it just to give it back to her. That's BS. That's usually how people find out how messed up annuities are. So if annuities have some upside to tax deferment and slightly better interest, but they can take your money from you if you don't have guaranteed return of premium, which everybody doesn't offer, why in God's name am I hearing about them? Well, surprise, surprise, if you remember from before we were talking about fiduciaries, the people who sell them to you are very highly compensated to bring them in. They're not offering this thing because they think it's a good fit. They're offering it because they get paid to do it. And someone who used to get paid to do it, they get paid to sell these things. It's not what's best for you, it's what's best for them. And that's my problem with these things, is that you have individuals who are selling them knowing it's a subpar product because it lines their own pockets. And people who don't know about them and only hear the upside and don't really have the downside explained to them, they're the ones that get screwed. So that's kind of why, we're talking about what an annuity is. So looking back on them, we have a couple issues. Number one, your money's locked up for 3 years, 5 years, 7, 10. I've seen them as long as 10 years where you can't have your money back, which if you have it to put money away, I still am not a fan of, having your money unavailable to you for such a prolonged period of time. Unless you're just boku rich, and boku rich people aren't getting annuities. They're not. There's just better options out there. Number two, you forfeit some of your money if you want it back. Like they may say, well, we're taking 10% if you withdraw it before 7 years is up. Excuse me? How are you going to take 10% of my money because I want it back? Hey, and it's in the fine print, so legally they can do it, but if you don't have guaranteed return premium, GROP, like they have GROP and no GROP annuities, no, I'm not, there's no reason for me to have to pay somebody to get my own money back. And the third thing I like about them is how heavily compensated people selling them are. They get paid these chunk of change. Now, I'm not saying they're gonna be millionaires doing it, but the conflict of interest that these things present, compounded with the negative things that are within them, are troubling. They are. And quite frankly, I don't recommend them for anybody. And you're gonna be hard pressed to find anyone who's not in the insurance field who's gonna, present these things, because you need an insurance license to sell annuities. I had mine. So that's the problem, is the only people who want to push them are those who benefit from them, and everyone who knows about them and doesn't stand to benefit or gain from you signing up for this crap basically say, no, don't get them. If you don't believe me, you go on YouTube, you go on Google and look at it and just ask people about them. Nobody thinks they're good ideas unless they're in the insurance industry. Now, are there some upsides to it? Is it total crap? There are some upsides. There are also better options, which brings us to why we're here today. I went over these things because, number one, I see a lot of problems with them. Number two, there are better options out there. There just are, objectively. I mean, I can't give you specific recommendations because I don't know what your financial situation is. But if someone's offering you an annuity, I can pretty much guarantee you, I'm not going to promise anything because God knows there might be someone out there where there's some very unique, specific, niche example where it works from. But I will tell you that if someone's offering it to you, I feel very strongly, like 99% positive, there are better options out there. So if you're considering an annuity, you absolutely need to have, a fiduciary, someone who independently is looking out for your best interest and not their own, to give you a secondary opinion, because those things just ain't it. They're just not. So that's me, man. I'm Larry. I'm not just a veteran banker. I'm your veteran banker. Every Sunday we go over a topic. We stop and think about something, that's going on in the financial world. And I try to break it down to plain English so that anybody can understand. Whether it's, auntie or whether it's dad or auntie or mom with their postgraduate degree or their Juris Doctor, or if it's grandma who immigrated here from a third world country and doesn't understand some of this stuff. I like to make sure that my videos are easily digestible. And if they're not, let me know in the comments and we'll make change. We're developing something here. We're growing this thing together. So today's video was annuities, why you can do better. And that's it. So if you found the information helpful, hit the like button. If you like me or like what I'm doing here, subscribe. I always appreciate the support. I got a handful of subscribers. I thank all of you. You all mean the world to me. And as the channel grows, we can help more people and inform more people and just make better financial decisions overall. I was going to cut that out, but I don't think I am, because I want you guys to know, like, I'm a person. I make mistakes. I don't have some big studio. It's just me in the living room. All right, man, you guys take it easy. I'll see you later.